Hey guys, so today is a strength focused workout. So again, you've got your Sizzler, Flaming and your Torched options, so your easier, medium, slightly harder options. How these are going to vary is your sets are going to change. So from the Sizzler, you'll be looking at 3 sets per block. The Flaming, you've got 4 sets per block, and then also the Torch, you've got 4 sets per block, but with the Torch, the reps will be slightly higher than the Flaming, just to, again, make that a little bit harder for you guys. So if we look at the exercises, you've got 2 exercises in each block. You'll do the 2 exercises for the amount of reps that you guys have got, and then you'll take the amount of rest that's stated on the program before you then repeat them for the amount of sets that you're doing. Okay, so for the first section, so section A, you are going to go for your first exercise. If you're going for Sizzler, you've got air squats. So as Jake's showing you, bend your knees, drive your hips towards the floor, push through your heels, stand yourself back up, and repeat down and up. So that will be if you're going for Sizzler. Now, if you want to make that slightly harder, so what you're going to do with this one, so for the Flaming and for the Torch, you're going to bring yourself down onto your knees. And then from there, what you're going to do is you're going to step 1 foot up. You're going to push through that foot to stand yourself up. And then you're then going to take that same leg that you stepped up with back down to your knees. So you'll go up on one leg, back down on that same leg. So just make sure you're always stepping up and down on the same leg. You'll do one leg first. So you've got 8 on each leg for the Flaming, 10 on each leg for the Torch. So do one leg first, then switch and do the other leg on the other side. The second exercise you've all got the same. So you've all got calf raises. So you're going to stand yourself back up for this one. So feet hip width apart, and then from there, all you're going to do is you're going to lift your heels off the floor, really press the pressure of the floor through your feet, so through the toes, lift up, tense your calves, and you should feel that in the back of the legs at the bottom, so up and down. All right, so that is your section A.
Then you'll be moving into section B. So you will need a pair of baked beans or tins or something like that. Obviously, if you have dumbbells, you can use your dumbbells as well. If you don't have anything, it can literally be a handbag. So anything you've seen from our equipment video, you can have a go and just something you can hold in the hands to make it a little bit more difficult. In terms of exercise number 1, we have either kneeling tricep push-ups for the Sizzlers. Flaming and Torch, guys, you are going for a tricep push-up. So all this is that your hands are going to be in line with your shoulders rather than being a little bit wider like they would be with a normal push-up. Then from there, you're going to allow your body to fall in between your arms. Elbows are going to push backwards towards your hips. And then you're going to push back up. Okay, so I'll just tilt that down so you can see a little bit better. All right, so then obviously kneeling, knees are going to be on the floor. If you're going to be doing the full tricep push-up, then you can control that. So this might be one of those with the Flaming group more so. If you start with the full push-ups and they get too tough, then just drop down towards the knees. Torched as well, but if you chose Torch, then you can handle these pretty well. In terms of your second exercise then, so B2, you have baked beans, Arnold press. So with an Arnold press, you're going to hold your baked beans or whatever weight that we're using inside your hands. Elbows are going to pop out in front of your shoulders. Then from there, you're going to basically open the door and then push your beans or weight up towards the ceiling, bring them back down, and then close your elbows for 1 rep. So you open, you press up towards the ceiling, can drop down, and then close for rep 2. All right, so complete your set reps for there and the amount of sets that we're doing. Then you move on to section C.
Okay, so section C, you have, what have we got? We've got Russian twist. So we're all doing Russian twist? We are all doing, yeah, we are. Right, so we're all doing Russian twist. So what you're going to do is sit yourself on the floor, bring your knees up slightly towards the ceiling and keep your heels on the floor. So if you're a Sizzler option, keep your heels on the floor. Then what you're going to do is you're going to lean yourself back slightly, but please make sure that you're not sinking into your backs. You want to pull yourselves up, pull your shoulders back so that you're in a nice straight position with the back as Jake's showing you there. And then from there, you're just going to slowly twist from one side to the other side. So just making sure you're keeping that same position with the back. If you feel like you are sinking, stop, reposition, and then go again. Don't try and continue, otherwise you'll start to feel your lower backs. If you do find that easy, and you do want to make it a little bit harder, all you're going to do is lift your feet off the floor. But again, make sure you are maintaining that straight back position as you twist from one side to the other. Okay, so yes, if you find that you are starting to dip with your legs up, please place your feet back on the floor and go with the easier option. So for that one, you've all got the same exercise. Obviously, your sets change and you've got a difference between time. So you're going to be timed for that one. So get yourselves a timer and then repeat. Just keep going from side to side. Then your second exercise is going to change slightly for each of you. So for your Sizzler, you've got lying knee tucks. So you're going to lay yourselves on your back. See if Jake's going to fit in. There you go. And then from there, what you're going to do is you're going to take your arms above your head, and then you're going to bring the two knees towards your chest. As you bring your knees towards your chest, your shoulders are going to come off the floor. Think about hugging your knees with your arms, and then you're going to lay yourself back down and bring your arms back down. Just make sure you're really pulling the stomach in, trying to get your back nice and tight to the floor as you tuck in, and then open back out. You can go for a single leg option if you want to. If you find the two legs too hard, you can go single leg, as Jake's shown you here, used in the same movement. Okay, if you are going to go flaming or torch, we're going to go for a slightly harder variation. So with this one, you're actually going to sit yourselves back up. So in your Russian twist position, how you started, you're going to bring yourself back up to that position, knees in towards the chest, and then you're going to lay yourselves back down towards the floor. That's it. So drive the knees up towards the chest, and then back down. Again, just making sure that lower back tucked into the floor as you come down. Single leg option if you need to. All right, so that will be...
So that's section C. So just on that one as well, just with your Russian twist, just remember when you're counting, it's 1. So every time you end up, you have to go both ways for 1 rep. All right, so then you can count. Rather than going 1, 2, 3, 4, you're going to go there and back for 1. All right, then you're moving into your options. So you can either go for a stretching option, following one of the stretching videos, or option 2 is a 6-minute blast. So basically you're looking to complete as many rounds as possible in 6 minutes of these 4 exercises. So we have 10 squat jumps. Okay, so feet hip width apart, jumping up and down. Okay, so obviously remember, if you do not like jumping, then you can just go for a squat variation, keeping your feet on the floor. Once you've done 10 of those, you're then going to do 20 jumping jacks. Okay, so again, starting like so, little star jumps, jumping jacks, however you call them. So you've got 20 of those. Then you have 20 normal push-ups. Again, that can be kneeling or full, depending on your level. Okay, so we should know our variations by now. So chest down towards the floor, then pressing back up towards the ceiling. So you have 10 of those, and then from there you have 20 mountain climbers. Okay, so this time you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4. So each leg counts as 1 rep, so it means you'll be doing 10 each side. You're going to loop through those 4 exercises as many times as you can in 6 minutes, and by that you'll be pretty hot, sweaty, and feel pretty worn out. All right, good.